Hello, 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 hi. Gotta just take my earrings out. I wanted to wear cute earrings today, but the earrings I have are poking into me because of my headphones. So no cute earrings. At least I make sure that the hole doesn't close up. So I'll wear them after stream. Oh well. Alright, I can hear myself. I can hear myself. Let's get into it. So today I'm gonna be drawing my version of Frisk for my Undertale Hallowstale. And yeah. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Mid singing aside. uh, anyways. Sorry, I was watching the thing and got me wanting to make self-deprecating jokes. Not on my watch. How dare I? Uh, So yeah, so this version of Frisk, I'm not gonna explain the Skelly. Well, I will. I'll probably explain it. So I basically got Frisk done. This Frisk right here. But I wanted to include. I was debating on whether or not to simply do just a regular version of Frisk, and then do like, and then like keep these other two pictures hidden until I figure out how I want to publish my writings for this story I'm working on. But then I decided, screw it. I'm just going to post the pictures for them. And I'm just going to include them all in one go. Kind of like what I did in my original sketch, because like both this reference image here and the reference image down below are all part of one sketch. So yeah, I'm just including all of them together. And I'm just kind of seeing what I can do. But yeah, so the main version of Frisk is the full body that I have. This is basically Frisk before the events that's gonna take place in my story. This is how Frisk normally looks. This right here is kind of like an alteration of what they wind up looking like later on. And down here is the version of Frisk for like the happiest ending you could get for this world. Really hate that it goes through the bitrate thing. Yeah, I just have Discord audio, so I can real quickly. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I can hear myself. I'm fine. Just genuinely, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just gonna ignore that now. And I apologize. Like anytime that I feel bad. I don't want to have to constantly talk about sound, but the microphone set that I use and like to use because it because it makes me feel fairly professional, I can't use half the time because everything else hates cooperating with it. Either that or my computer just genuinely cannot handle such high performing things, and OBS does not know how to treat it. I think those are too big of. I think that's too big of a circle, probably. I don't know. We also just kind of do this. Yeah. Because now that gives me a like sort of gauge on shoulders. Okay. Yeah. I am also going to be like just tiny bit distracted because I'm doing something else. I got a late start. And yeah. Oh, I need to get on Discord. I completely forgot. Yeah. Eh. I need to go here. There we go. Okay. Almost completely forgot to get on Discord so my friends can also add input to shenanigans. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What pose? What is the pose? I see the pose in my head now. Cool. Alright. Oh, damn it! Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me in the ass. Hey. Alright, merge that down there. Bap bap. And let me just simply erase in its totality. Let's get rid of that. There we go. So now I should be able to shrink. Because I need slightly longer legs. Yeah, this is Frisk. Actually, I don't think it's gonna matter that the foot is off a little bit. It's yeah. Um. So yeah, this version. So the little tiny skeleton version of Frisk that I'm drawing is is like the happiest ending you could possibly get for this. Um, because this universe does not start out as a happy universe. Okay, fuck off. I understand. And yeah, yeah, this is a world kind of where so this universe I have had for so long. I just never really had a place to post anything about it. Um, because I didn't have any of the social media stuff back then. I didn't even have like a phone at the time to even post anything. So now that I am an adult, I have a better understanding of like storytelling and all of that, and just like, and like I've also gone, hi,
Hi, live.
yep,
I'm Dad.
you pasty.
Oh, was my headset acting a fool again? Why?
Oh shit, I need it.
Oh, there we go.
Eh,
Hold on. Say something.
hi.
God, you're quiet.
I don't know why, because I'm talking at like a regular slash ever so slightly elevated voice. So your headset's just probably bad right now. Hello? Fixing your headset. Do I need to keep saying stuff? Hello? I see how it is. Right, going, and then do that. And then do this. And now we have an adorable bean. Actually. Why, oh why do I put it on the right side, the left side? You know what? Just for the sake of not, I might just make it on the left. Left side of the face, aka the right side that I'm doing. And there we go.
Hmm.
Hi. Headset doing better? Hello? Can you hear me? I don't know if he can hear me. That is a bit worrying. At the same time, I don't know if he's purposely ignoring me. Okay, so I can hear myself through that. But this is not good. Well, I'ma just continue on, I guess. Hello. Right. I'm gonna do something just really quickly. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, I wonder if it's Discord doing something. Hello, because I'm speaking. Ah, of course. Hello?
Still can't hear you, but you are lighting up. So
Mm.
try saying something now.
Hi.
Oh, my headset was actually working, so I didn't need that. That was on me.
Okay. I was wondering what
Nor-
was going on.
So normally my headset has this thing where I've got a separate control for chat volume versus game volume, but that
Ah,
hadn't been working in a while, so I just had chat volume muted and had everyone on the game channel, but apparently it fixed itself.
I see. Because I kept like saying hello and hi, and like I never got a response out of you. And I was like genuinely just wondering, like, can he not hear me? Or is he like purposely doing a bit where he's pretending to ignore me? Or some and so I wound up unplugging and replugging in my mic because I have the mic set that tends to be a bit fucky.
Yeah.
Uh and then when that still didn't work, I just went in I just had to ask you on Discord being like, "Hey, can you actually just hear me?" Just as a confirmation. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yay. Communication is back online.
Okay. So, I work at a food bank, right?
Yeah.
And yesterday I was helping. There's a company that is under the same parent company as our food bank, and they are actually for profit, and their profits basically go straight into the food bank to help us kind of just exist.
Uh-huh.
And And so I was helping out the company yesterday, and we're picking up like freshly picked strawberries locally grown here in Alabama and other like fruits. And the dude like the strawberries smelled so good, and the guy I was working with noticed that, and he was like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy you a $25 like 10-pound box of strawberries. And oh, are
Oh,
they good.
oh, oh, you could do so much with those strawberries.
Oh, I could. You know what I ended up doing?
Just eating them.
Just sitting over my sink and ate a third of them before I even put them up.
Fair enough. Oh, oh, you know what you could also do? Get like one of the like uh quick solidifying chocolate syrups and then make yourself some
Okay.
chocolate strawberries. And then guzzle down another third.
That I don't think I have the resources for that, but my roommate definitely has it. Oh, she's got some sugar I can sprinkle on it.
That works too.
Yeah, simple. Don't get me
Well,
wrong,
I
your
mean,
idea sounds good, but it's like
I
I'm broke.
fair enough. Well, I mean, I was most thinking because I know Walmart has some that you can get for decently cheap. Last time I remember getting some, because yeah, because it's like chocolate syrup that you could pour. It could come in like chocolate or caramel. I don't know if it came with anything else, but you could like pour it on top of ice cream and it'll like quickly solidify.
Yeah.
Man, now I want some strawberries.
And they ain't no store-bought strawberries neither. They Gucci.
Mmm, fresh. Nothing beats fresh strawberries.
Yeah, they were picked yesterday. I was just like, yes.
Nice. Nice. Honestly, if it were me, those things would just be gone.
Gotta make them last a little bit.
Nah. See, my problem is like so far a lot of the fruits that we've been getting uh within the span or like the last set of strawberries that we got within the span of a week. Oh, like half of them started to mold. So,
Yeah.
I'm kind of at a point where I'm like, I don't trust fruits and veggies or fruits specifically to not mold. So if I'm gonna get some like delicious fruits to eat on, they're gonna be gone within the week.
Yeah. Just a neat little trick to help expand the lifespan of your fruits at the very least.
Uh-huh.
Um, Whenever you store them in a like Tupperware container,
Uh-huh.
put like a layer of like a paper towel down because moisture really helps uh with mold. So the
Uh-huh.
paper towel will help absorb it. Leave your fruit at about one layer. If you have to do two layers, you can but also just as you're storing it, go through and look for anything bruised or something that looks already like it's starting to turn, and just go ahead and eat that or toss it, whatever you prefer.
Uh-huh.
Because quite literally, uh, rotted or bruised vegetable fruits and vegetables will increase the rate at which the others go bad.
That is good to know.
Sup?
What up,
Hello.
playa?
Nothing much.
What's happened? What just happened?
Hello? I
Hi.
broke
Sorry,
it.
my game did a thing and now I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry, that's my fault.
is it a
Yep,
sound
absolutely.
issue or is it just simply the game just wound up doing a thing?
It literally put a pop-up in the game as I was clicking on something else, so I selected an option that I
Ah,
didn't want to do, and it fucked me over.
I
I
see.
see.
So now I gotta load my most recent autosave.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, my internet's been down basically since that storm Saturday.
Mm,
Why am I at -2 Imperial Authority? What happened?
I don't know, but you might want to get to the bottom of it.
What game are you playing?
Total War Warhammer 2.
Yeah. Oh, a new Dawn of War's coming out.
Yes, I know. I'm excited. It's weird that they named it Dawn of War 4 since they never had a Dawn of War 3.
Maybe they just want you to forget about the first, the third Dawn of War.
They 100% do. They really did a 180 on the game design from Dawn of War 3.
Looks like the
Mm.
main factions are going to be Orcs, Necrons, Space Marines, and AdMech.
Uh I did see some guard in there, but I'm not sure it's gonna be one of the main factions.
Yeah. Well, those are the four that are on the cover.
Yeah, because there's that.
Because they
Think that
released
there
the Orc
is.
faction trailer and the AdMech faction trailer already, if you want to check those out.
I watched them. Don't you worry, I watched them.
Yeah, it's mentioning four factions. Yeah. Take charge of four unique Warhammer 40K factions: Space Marines, Orcs, Necron, and Adeptus Mechanicus, and their
I
Dawn of
knew
War
the
debut.
guard was gonna be fucking environmental.
Yeah.
To be fair, they are kind of going back to their OG Dawn of War roots, which I'm happy for. They needed to do that for a while.
Yeah. I'm excited. Vintage Story updated today.
Nice.
Yay.
There's now fishing.
You can now
Nice.
fish?
Yep.
Yippee! How early can you fish? Like
Uh,
from the
uh,
get-go, or do you have to be like a
I don't
certain
know. I'm just playing it now. I've just started a world. They
Okay,
added a lot of stuff, so I haven't seen it all. Like they completely
fair
reworked the
enough.
smithing system, added new mushrooms, some psychedelic.
Oh wow. Oh no. That's gonna be bad for me.
You still streaming Vintage Story?
No, but I have been thinking about doing another stream, trying to get back into it. I've been wanting to figure out a lot of the sound
You'd have to make
shenanigans.
if you want. Yeah.
Continue.
If you want to
Continue.
access the new context, you'd have to update your game, which might break your world.
Oh, I was thinking about making a completely new world altogether anyways. Uh,
That sounds like
cause,
a good idea.
cause remember cause the, cause the job I had as like the, blackguard, I think, whatever it was called, it it has you consume a
Extra
lot.
food.
It has you consume a whole lot of extra food, and that's bad for me because I, because me and food did not like each other all that much. So yeah. Also, hello, fell snas.
What? Oh, it's
Commenter on
raining.
YouTube.
Ah, I
I
see.
am live.
I
Remember that.
see.
Yeah. Hello, fell snas. Hope you are enjoying the stream. But yeah. So I was thinking about, in the very least, if I were to start another world, try and get get the farmer, I believe, or whatever was closest to that. So yeah, I need to make this arm go out further. But yeah, even then, like, even if I don't wind up streaming Vintage Story, I have been thinking about, in the very least, getting into it in my own time.
See.
So I have been thinking about getting back into it. And the fact that there's fishing, something I really like to do in Minecraft, is going to be really good.
Here, let me.
That's kind of why I asked, like, when can you fish? Because if it is at the earliest convenience possible for you to start fishing, then, like, that could just be my mainline food source. I would stay near a water bank, and I'm good. I'm set.
Yeah. Let me.
Um, and going back to Felsnast, because uh, they did comment a couple extra things. So what am I doing with Hallowstale Frisk? Um, so this, so okay, heh, words. Okay, so this is the art for basically different versions of Frisk. The full like human version is the version of Frisk before the events of the story. Um, the one in like the little box, that's kind of a version of Frisk with with one of the outfits you can get. So far I only have one set of outfit because I am doing a choose your own adventure type story with this, and I am being a very thorough bitch on it because one of the things I love with choose your own adventures, but one of the things that sadly they don't include a lot of is like varying different paths with like drastically different choices, and because this is Undertale where a lot of different things can happen, I'm being very thorough about it and it is taking me a while to get through it. I am only in the Snowden area, um technically. So yeah. Um but yeah, the version of the Frisk in the center is a version you can get with that outfit. The eyes are intentionally different, uh, for reasons that I won't say on stream because I do want to keep it at least some stuff a little bit of a secret. And then this tiny skeletal version, which is, yes, technically Frisk, um, but also, like, it's a weird area, but this is a version of Frisk that you get with one, if not a lot of the different happy endings, which I'm still kind of working my way towards that. But yeah, so sad that you can't stay, Fel Snas, but hopefully you come back to the stream to listen to this little tidbit. And yeah, so I was hoping I could get uh the little Skelefrisk done beforehand before I started stream, but I have not had time to do a lot of I have not had time to do a lot of art related stuff this past week cuz I have been doing a lot of acting stuff cuz fucking hell this showcase needs a lot of work. Anyways,
There. But yeah, you can get it very early in the game. Like
yippee!
the fishing rod is is just 3 sticks and 3 rope, which can just be made from vines you get off trees.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Um, so another question about the fishing. How is it how is it in the game? Like, because I know for Minecraft when you fish, you just kind of magically fish out the fish. Uh for for Vintage Story, do
Uh,
you
I
does it keep
I
track of
don't
how much fish are in the place and does it take a limit?
Yes,
Damn
you
it.
can overfish a population.
No!
Just build your thing a lot around the ocean or really big bodies of water, and you should be fine.
I know. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do exactly that, but like I will do exactly that if need be. I will do exactly that.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot while you're streaming because I
Okay.
want to give it a shot.
Okay.
But first, I need to get myself some bags so I can have carry space.
Yep.
Standard first level stuff in Vintage Story.
Yerp, yerp, yerp. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I can do for gaming right now because like in Minecraft I got more treasure maps and everything from my last adventure uh after I had gone off the stream. Not to mention the fact that I have a trial chambers map that I can use and find one. Uh, Also being able to find a woodland mansion because I have a map for that. Um, and yeah, then I'm also again, like I said, I've been thinking a little bit about Ventus Story. Uh, Maybe getting back into that. Um, and then there are like a couple like think there's a oh yeah, there is a Steam game that I recently got because it
Yeah,
was free. I can't exactly remember what it's called, but I do want to try it.
that's how they get you. You interested in
Yep.
horror?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about Look Outside?
Yeah, I believe I watched someone play that.
Ah, rats. I'd recommend streaming that if you wanted to stream a horror game and you haven't tried it yet.
Yeah.
But
There
you already know
is
what's going on in it then.
yeah. Well, so there is a game that I discovered at one point called Smile More. I've been thinking about streaming that, seeing about that. Um and yeah, and there uh but yeah, there's like a various now that I've got mostly my sound shenanigans all covered, um I can finally start deciding what streams I want to play. Uh, and I can also start attempting to play games or do drawings in character. Because I've had the art done for a while for my character centric streams. Um, and yeah, so I can do that at some point. I just haven't found a good time to do it or a good enough uh will to do it. But that's on me. Uh,
Yeah. But yeah, for fishing, you can do it like super early. If you can get tactail or vines, you can get yourself ropes,
yeah,
and then it's just a common knife and some sticks for the fishing rod.
yeah.
You are going to need bait, which you'll need a worm thumping stick for.
Oh well, I'll find those.
That's something you can
Or
craft.
yeah,
It's
fair
literally
enough.
a stick and a knife, and you keep the knife.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I think. Yeah, one of the things that I do, like, when I get back into Vintage Story is I need to just simply travel and discover and just see what, like, where exactly I want to post myself.
That's fair. Well,
Because
the world is fully generated and it has polar regions, so you can travel wherever you want to whatever climate you want.
yeah, yeah, I know. I mean, or at least considering the fact that, like, Vintage Story feel is just, like, heavily more realistic in its standards. I feel like I should know. Um, I'm actually gonna make this long and not short. An adorable little bean being made. Right, come on, pencil. There we go. we go. So now we're in. Okay, there's what the shapes would be. There we go. Now, what if I did?
I'm gonna leave you to it. I have to go cook dinner.
All
All
right.
right, later.
Later.
Later. Bye. There we go. Oh, I think you see the problem here. This little male is too long. It needs to be short and stubby. And here we go. I need to stop shrimping.
I need an 8 ball of cocaine, so it looks like neither of us are going to get what we want.
Well, the problem is my back has been killing me the past 2 days, and it's usually after a very long day. And I think a lot of it is because I'm like shrimping for long periods of time. And so I'm having to course correct myself. Alright, but I think all the sketches are done. Yeah. Just simply... There we go. No, I'm not done. I need... Maybe... Uh,
Yeah.
hello, Aubrey explodes. Sorry, got a new commenter. Yes, you are the only one here. But hi, welcome to the stream. There was someone else who was here before you, but they had to leave. But still, welcome to the stream. Glad you're here.
We sacrificed them to the dark gods just to be, on the up and up.
You know, the moment you, like, literally right before you said that, they left.
Oh. Well, good. Now you won't get reported.
Bruh.
So win-win.
Maybe I wouldn't get reported if you didn't say that stuff in the first
Yeah,
place.
but it's me. So what are the chances of that stuff not being said, really?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And when you're right, you're right.
And I'm always right.
Debatable.
Nope, not debatable. Tis the simple truth. I've never been wrong a day in my life. Summon the elect accounts.
I'll do a different. I'll do a thing for this. Bring it down here. And then copy that. And then flip it and bring it over here. And here. This one I go to darken up the sketch for the hair. I need to look up what the Delta rune is.
All right, nerd, I'm gonna go watch a show later.
Alrighty then. Later. And now he's gone. There we go. But this actually is a poncho. There we go. I thought I really need to put a banned word list on uh or something for Twitch because I don't want these messages about buying viewers. No, thank you. I swear. I swear they're just bots. I swear they're just bots. But anyways, yeah, I had stripes on this, but then I remembered that hey, you get this outfit in the ruins, also known as the haunted ruins in my world. Because I got I got like a decently light on the surface Halloween look going for it. Some characters have a more Halloween aesthetic than others. Uh, but like in general, there's a light cover of Halloween. Uh, but digging deeper, there's a lot more stuff in it. Um, but yeah. But I forgot. Get the poncho. In several of the routes, you get the poncho in the haunted ruins. But yeah. So the like full human version of Frisk is basically what Frisk looked like way back when, or not even way back when, in like the last 100 resets or so. Um, and then the Frisk in the box is eyes was the main thing I wanted to convey with that Frisk. Being that something else has happened to them, and I wanted to convey that something ain't right here. Um, even though I'm not gonna say why, but you will get an idea once I make the souls. Uh, and then the skeleton version of Frisk, the little baby. That's a version of Frisk that that I'm going to get. Because I have several things in place, and as I work on it, like, I'm basically writing this little, this story as if I'm playing the game. As if I'm playing this like a game. So I'm having to think of like, oh, or at least that's how I was doing it when I was in the ruins. I was like, oh, what kind of actions would the character take in a game, or at least in part of for like a game? I'm like, okay, what would the character have? What would they be able to go through? Um, and yeah, and right now I'm at the start of not ruins, but I'm at the start of Fallen Path, which is Snowden for this. Um, and yeah, um, cause yeah, the Haunted Ruins took me basically a year to complete. It took me longer than that actually because I hit a year and then I was like in a little bit of a rut because I was not exactly motivated. But yeah, it took me a little over a year to complete the ruins. And now I'm having to find my stride again with the Fallen Path, um, which I'm kind of hitting right now. I'm hitting a little bit of a stride. I had to do a fuck ton of planning because I realized I had that I basically had gone over ruins so much that like I think about this story in bits and pieces of like, okay, this would be a really cool scene to have, or this would be a really cool thing to mention. And I'm having to think like so many steps ahead, which is something I don't usually do. I'm gonna write in the moment. I'm gonna write what's happening in the moment, and whatever that presents is going to be the paths presented. However, however, doing that does not work when you already have some established paths that now I need to decide on like, do I go ahead and split off into those, or like do these like present different things? Um, in which case, uh, yeah, in which case a couple of them do. I do, uh, but yeah, I was thinking about like keeping Frisk mostly secret, but nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I don't want to keep Frisk secret. Okay, give me. Yeah, and I guess like an interesting little. Oh, after I finish Frisk, I'm gonna wind up going back and redoing a couple of my older art pieces. So that would include Torel, Asgore, uh, I don't think I'm gonna do Sans because I've already, the one that I had for them was already good. So I might redo Pepina, who is the papyrus of that universe. I tried to give some of the characters just the tiniest bit more humanistic names. Uh, some of them kind of work out differently, like Sans. Sans is spelled with an E at the end, funnily enough. Uh, because that one, because like Sans spelled that way, uh, it it means something. I think it means something in like Aztec or something. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a while. And then like Pepina means vine. Uh, in a certain language. I cannot remember. Again, because it's been a while. Um, so the ones I definitely need to redo. Torel, Asgore, Kara, and Azrael slash Flowey slash the god of hyperdeath slash god of hyperdeath part 2. Um, although for for like the different versions of God of Hyperdeath, I don't know if those would become a thing. Cause cause like cause like when I first made this world, an old idea that I had was like basically Undertale, but it's very much Halloween themed, including the whole like slasher type or like the horror movie genre. So I was wanting to play with it, so I basically played with this idea of a Frisk that started out from the word go, doing genocide routes, and then being forced to do pacifist routes by by having the reset stolen. And I was really big on Sans at the time, and like I still am. So I was like, oh, what if Sans stole the reset? And I'm like, okay, but how would Sans, who didn't have enough determination then, be able to get it now? And the idea I had in the past was that like, Flowey gives up, uh, because in this world, Flowey has like the tiniest bit of a soul, but it's like, but it's what would technically be called an empty soul. So they aren't soulless, but the bits of a soul that they have is not nearly enough to fully give Flowey like the full range of compassion and all that is needed. Um and I have like I have or a relatively full explanation. I'm gonna be going back through what I have for those and kind of touching them up a little bit, but I have like explanations and all on that on my Tumblr, um, which is where I'm posting all of these. I'm also making sure to create backups on a Word document just so I don't lose any of this progress because I because like because the whole thing is I technically had all the characters drawn out and everything, but in the process of me uh wanting to have like a really good universe, I then decided I was going to flesh it out more because I said I had everything technically ready, but then I decided I want to do electronic art for these guys. I want to like make backstory like I want to like type out all the backstory stuff for these people, which I literally only had ideas for Asgore, Corel, Gaster, Kara, Flowey, Sand, and Peppina, and that was it. That was it. So I then went and was making backstories for everyone that was there. So then that way I was like, okay, this is how and why they're here. Because I'm technical like that. I tend to be relatively technical with a bunch of my stuff. And yeah, shit. Did not mean to do that. Okay. It's actually better for that. Oh, let me also flip this so then that way I can. Damn it. Eh. Let me connect the chin, please. But yeah. So that I keep saying so yeah a lot because I'm like, because I find that I wind up trailing off in what I'm saying. And then I realized that I trailed off, and I'm like, oh, I was supposed to be saying more stuff. But oh well. So yeah, and yeah, because I just don't know how I want to finish a sentence. First nose looked good. I don't know why I'm decided to try and do more. Yeah, my hand is so sweaty. And I don't have a proper artist glove, so like I'm still having to be relatively careful here. I could probably fix this. Just simply. Does this even look fine? I don't know. There we go. At this point, I'm mainly trying to get Hallowstale, like at least the character stuff done for Hallowstale, done because so I was working on Frisk, or like I was working on it for so long trying to get character art done, and then I started writing the story for it, and I was gonna leave some stuff vague or left out, like in the case of Frisk, just so I can have something secret. But now, as I think about it and all, and I'm constantly going back and forth for this, but I keep thinking about it, I'm like, okay, I probably need to simply, I probably just simply need to, not, um, to not dilly-dally on this anymore. Or in the very least, not let things be a secret because because I'm taking so long on actually finalizing everything. Because I had all the stuff, then I started realizing that there were rookie mistakes in here. So, yeah, I'm doing that. Because I also have a lot of other Undertale AUs that I'm also that I also have like written down and all. And a lot of them are going to take a lot aren't going to take as much time. There are certain ones where it's like a certain character that I've added for the story. I'm like, I don't like the character that I used here. I'm going to make it a different character. And that's because there are a good few alternate universes where I use a version of like myself. Uh and so yeah, I want to be able to take and use other characters. And I have like all the different souls. I have all the different like Undertale souls as being alive in this universe because Asgore would not have any reason to kill people for their souls because I made this version of Undertale a version where where it's not just humans versus monsters. It's like I I shrunk the scope down a little bit. So instead of it being like the the entirety of the human populace has started waging a war against monsters and then locked them underground, I instead made it a small little community that got overrun by charismatic but also very dangerous cult leaders who managed to convince a good portion of the town that monsters and those that have monster souls are bad. Uh, and so those guys, and so instead of a whole like war, it was more of like a massacre that was happening. And the survivors and all wound up having to flee. So there would be no reason for humans to die in that world or die in the underground except of like old age. Which another thing I need to figure out is I need to figure like I have my timeline of events, but I might shift things around a bit. I don't know. Uh that would mean like shifting around the ages of a lot of people. So yeah. Um and yeah, for and so for like this universe, it gave me a really nice opportunity to have people be born in this uh cult environment and and then find themselves having to run into the underground. Um and then it also gave like a perfect segue into Frisk for why Frisk would like fall into the underground. Hack off, Krita. This is the second time today. That scared me. Feels weird talking about my universe. And it's because like I've gone so long on just not saying a thing about it that now just blabbering about it or being able to blabber about it, I'm like, this feels a little awkward. There's some stuff that the Undertale community or like Undertale is able to like talk about that it feels weird when like other people wind up uh coming in to watch. And then it's like, do I need because I'm realizing some of the stuff that I am talking about for my universe. I'm like, this feels like something YouTube might flag or some other shit. Should I care? Probably not. I'm not monetized, but I hope I don't get. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up about that. I'm gonna not let my anxiety get the best of me on this. I'm gonna just draw and then occasionally talk about my world more. But yeah, I have other universes that I want to do. They're gonna be a lot easier. because I don't think I'm gonna go through nearly as much level of detail as I did with this universe. Um, like there's one that was also that's about as old as this one, if not just the tiniest bit younger. Because when I was younger, I made a lot of universes, and I've had to cut several of them because I'm like this universe isn't even Undertale anymore. Like I had a whole universe where like I liked exploring what the souls could do when a monster got a hold of it. And a universe that came out of it is like, "Oh, I want like what if not only Frisk fell down, but like a bunch of other like humans fell down and they wound up basically war against monsters again." And so like and so it was like Sans and Papyrus and Flowey who had to run. And this was also during a time where I wasn't very good at drawing uh masculine or masculine-esque features. And so a lot of my drawings were like female centric. Hence the reason why Hallowstale has a lot of inclusion uh in like gender, sexuality, uh stuff like that because I initially wrote it as just simply a gender swap universe and a universe where uh the monsters were actually called like monster humans and they were like humans who had masks. They had like both human and monster souls and they have masks that they can put on to transform into their monster form. And so from there as I was like coming back to it, I'm like, I don't want this to be just like I don't want this to be just a gender bent universe. I'ma do more with this. And I did. Um, why did I get on that tangent and what was I talking about beforehand? And I need to stop shrimping again because I am shrimping and my sides hurt. Or my side. But yeah, I got a bunch of different universes that I'm making. So after I get done with like drawing Frisk and then like redrawing a couple other Hallowstale people to kind of like update my art a little bit, I will then just kind of work on it off to the side while I then get other stuff done. Um, oh, yeah, I was talking about yeah. So, yeah, a universe that I've had for about as long as I've had Hallowstale. Um, that one is a universe where I'm not gonna do much. Like, I'm probably at some point going to write a story for it, but it's gonna be a very short story because that universe is a like creepypasta type universe. Um, cause I wrote a lot of, I was really big into creepypasta at the time as well. So when I made that universe, I was like, oh, wouldn't it be? And I was really big into like the multiverses and all. So that's where a lot of these things are coming from. So I was then thinking like, oh, wouldn't it be really cool, or like, wouldn't it be really funny if it was like Ink was showing uh classic Sans and Papyrus around, and they found this one universe that was called Pastatail. And Papyrus wanted to go check it out because he thought it's a world full of pasta. And then they go in it, and then they realize that it is a horror themed universe. But it's not a universe from Horror Tale. It is its own like it is an alternate timeline universe with Sans. One where this one has a female Frisk for one, but for two, um, this is a this is a world where uh Frisk did a true pacifist run, but all in the hopes of being able to lower the monster's guard down so much that then that because there would be a group of humans waiting and ready to be able to then uh destroy the monsters at that point. So basically it was like a, oh, Frisk is gonna try it, like basically this is a another world of like, what if Frisk did genocide this way? That kind of thing. And then I also kind of delved into hate for a like, because it's like monster souls, they're made of magic and compassion and care and all. And I'm like, well, in that case, what would make humans different? Of like, their souls are obviously a lot more sturdy. Um, they can like stay behind. They have all these different traits. I'm like, what is one thing that humans tend to have in common that the monsters don't seem to have? And I was like, oh, what if I like used hate? What if I explored with that? So then I made a thing of like, Alphys has been experimenting and extracting off to the side uh human hate. Um and Sans wound up using it. And while yes, Frisk and many of the other humans did happen to get away with uh destroying pretty much all of monster kind, Sans also had a tiny bit of a hand in it because the hate was so overwhelming for him that he winds up accidentally killing people in his utter hatred. Um and yeah, and so then it so then uh so basically in that world, uh Frisk manages to get away, but not for long because Sans is like hunting her down. But before he can even find her, she has a child. But surprise, surprise, she's not very she's not very kind or nice with this child. So we have a very skittish and anxious little bean, who happened to also be on the wrong, like, happened to be born at the wrong time and with the wrong person. So yeah, uh, but yeah, for that universe, uh, it doesn't stay a creepypasta for long. Because because like one of the things that I was really big on, uh, I was also really big on, is like the nightmare gang and all. So it's like this would definitely be a character that would be there. Um, but then to kind of, I then this world went through so many different iterations. Not as much as Hallowstale though, but just enough. And for this world, uh, Sans, like, while yeah, Sans has a lot of hatred, still does care. It's just it can't manifest well for him that much because of the hatred and all. So to kind of work around this, uh, I am losing thoughts. Um, basically, so basically the whole story for that is that like Sans does wind up managing to kill Frisk and her husband, who was also part of that initial monster killing party. Uh, and he basically adopts this child for himself. Um, but he realizes that he is in no shape to actually uh take care of this child because he's not going to be much better. He has been fucking hell. He has been basically ruined uh emotionally and physically and all because yeah. And so he had an idea. And then I wound up incorporating another creepypasta that I had cooked up in my brain some time ago of a young woman uh that at the time when I was when I was younger, it would have been a teenager, who had a bit of a bully issue, but those are like the only people she could call friends, but they were so heavily into creepypasta. It basically almost uh that story basically almost became a thing, kind of like that news story of like the 12-year-olds or whatever, however old those girls were, that tried to sacrifice that one friend to Slenderman. That kind of story. So it was basically I basically combined those two universes. Uh, and so basically Sans saves her from these guys, but winds up killing them as well, and she's essentially held hostage, and it is not meant to be a feel good story. It is a creepypasta story at the end of the day. And this is and like whatever feel good I have for this is it's a dysfunctional, like, if they like I would barely call them a family, but in the very least, they are in the very least a highly highly dysfunctional family. And yeah, like I thought it'd be really cool to have a uh sorry, I'm trying to maybe I shouldn't have completely destroyed this thing. Because now I can't figure out. Okay, I think that's how it would. I think that's how it would be. And then this. I am distracted for a minute. Hold on. What else can I talk about? I mean, I guess I could talk about Hallowstale more. I could probably talk about the story I'm writing for it. So, for Hallowstale, let me save that. Press ready. And now whoever joins can just kind of join. Alright. But yeah, so for Hallowstale. I might have to take a break actually, because okay. Okay. Yep. Gonna do just a tiny bit explain. For Hallowstale. For like the third time. Uh for the story, not only do I have paths, I also have I also kind of have like full in-game loot, stuff that you can use throughout your adventures. I do have like things for healing. Um but I'm quickly realizing with the amount of healing items that you can technically get, I'm I need to like find some way to actually make those a little better. Um I just so there we go. I'm actually just gonna do this. Bap, bap, bap. I'm also gonna do this. And bap. So then all the gems can be. Yeah. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to like figure stuff out. Um, right. Yeah. So like I realized with the food system and the healing stuff, it'll take a bit. Oh no. Um, I realized that there's so much different healing items that you can get in like base Undertale that I need to think of a different, because like ruins, it works fine because you don't really get any healing items other than like the candies. So that's easy enough. But now I have but now like as I go on, I now have the butterscotch cinnamon pie. I have candies. I have um uh fuck my brain. I am having a hard time speaking right now. I am losing focus. I've been going for 2 hours, which would probably explain why I'm losing focus. Um, but yeah, I have the butts pie. I have candies. Um, and now for like not necessarily healing, but damage resistance, I have a badge. Like this is custom for Hallowstale. I have a badge that absorbs a certain amount of health. And I think I have it absorb 10 HP from an attack. So I gotta figure that out. Yeah. So that's one of the that's an interesting thing that I gotta figure out now. Uh, real quick, I'm gonna keep going. However, I am going to be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let me check Discord real quick. Okay, no one from Discord. Alright, here we go. Okay. Whee! Okay. Now let's see if I can do this correctly. I probably need to shrink that down some. Because now I'm having to do it a little differently. Oh, I think my cat wants out. I don't see my cat, but I think she wants out. I'll go double check that, because I did feel her leave the bed. Yeah, you're staring at the door. You want out. Good girl, yeah. Alright, yay! Okay, cool. Apologies for that brief interruption, but my cat wanted to leave. Hmm. merge all of these. I'm gonna add a thing real quick. Really might not be a good idea to add it right now. I guess I won't add it right now because yeah. Oh. God. Hell? Hey, I don't know why it's still showing up for me, but I'm just gonna hope that no one else sees it. Smack the corner. Mm. Actually, where's Robin? Because I did a very similar hand for that. Like, I know what I'm wanting. I know what I want. I know what I'm wanting from this. I'm wanting a slightly raised finger. Hence the reason why. Okay, I think that's good. Drawing basically the same finger over and over and over again. Shit. Alright. Okay, I think I finally got the knife and everything figured out. Jeez. Oh, fuck. I just realized. Ah, come on. Actually, hold on. If I do this. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So I found a way to curb my desire to play Tomodachi Life,
Oh, how so?
and that's by playing Miitopia
You
instead.
know what? Fair enough. That works. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know I've been blasting the new channel Christian created.
Oh no, that is completely fine. It just makes me want to play Tomodachi Life, and I can't. But
Yeah.
I managed to get around that, be like, because yesterday I had created uh I created a Kara for Undertale. I created Kara from Mythic Odysseys, and I made Despair. And I think I made like one other person, but I cannot remember.
Oh,
Uh
and Metopia.
yeah, for Miitopia.
Yeah, I didn't do D&D for Metopia. I actually did my friends and shit for that.
Eh. Well, for Miitopia, I bounced around a whole lot cuz cuz like I would get interested in other things, and then each town that I went to, I was like, "Oh, I could do this for all these people." Like there's one town where I was like, "Oh, I could put a bunch of Undertale characters in here
Oh,
because they
I
had
did
like
use some D&D characters for the people of the town. Like, I think I did Sabir at one point. Who else did I do? For some reason, I can only remember Sabir, but I know there was at least one other person. Oh, oh wait. I did Jared, so not even a main
oh,
character, just an NPC.
damn." But yeah, some of my D&D characters are in like the adventuring parties. Like I have Despair in the adventuring parties. I also made Lily at one point, and I forgot all about her.
Ah,
But I wound up adding her into the current adventuring party.
ye.
And yeah, I just played the heck out of it yesterday, and that
I
curbed.
am very, very proud of how Doug turned out. That I think he's my favorite in terms of actually looking like the original.
Yeah, that is good. Okay, so now I need to go out, and I need this. But yeah, how is your island doing?
Oh, it's good.
Woohoo.
No new couples, although as I said, Victor and Lorelai are friends.
Mm,
I don't think there's anyone who's friends with either of them who could wind up getting in the way of them getting together. And Zwakad is in there, but he's pretty much just stuck to hanging out with Delia.
fair enough.
And Lyzoska and Doug haven't been there for long enough to know if they'll get in the way of anything.
Fair enough
I did
enough.
force them to talk though. Like pretty much as soon as I made Doug.
Man. So I'm gonna guess that the extra bit of drawing for Lyzoska that you were talking about is the black eye.
Oh, it's not a black eye. I was
Oh,
trying to make something similar to Zuko's burn mark.
okay, so it's a burn mark. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like
Realistically, it should look more like Todoroki's. because it definitely is not as bad of a burn as what Zuko endured. I just like the look of Zuko's.
Well, it definitely needs to be just a touch darker because, or like not darker, but it needs to be a touch redder because I was thinking it was a bruise because it looked really purple and blue in there.
I just looked at a picture of Zuko, but yeah, I'm
enough.
not the best at choosing colors sometimes.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it's a burn for whenever we get around to those characters.
Okay.
Which Isaiah is still definitely wanting to play Doug.
Yeah. I'm still definitely wanting to play Lily.
Yeah. So we probably are still playing as them next.
Yeah.
I also just like how Isaiah just keeps assuming that Jester will play as Keith next, but I mean, hey, Keith is horny. It's a good opportunity to introduce him.
Yeah. Fair enough. Man, the
Just
only
whenever we start talking Ravnica, Isaiah starts talking about Keith for some reason.
oh, love triangle.
Okay, I think it's made a bit more sense in context because Jester, like when making him as a backup character, even though we probably won't need them, was saying that she's definitely gonna play as him soon.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so if that pans out, then Doug's polycule is a terrorist and an assassin. Who admittedly has better standards than our other assassins, but still.
I mean, hey, an assassin's an assassin.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I gotta go back to that, because I do better doing it this way. Right, that should be fine.
But yeah, outside of Isaiah wanting to play Doug, I do think it, as you can clearly tell, Answakod's the character I probably the most want to get back to, but that's going to have to be at some point unrelated to other characters, most likely.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I made his playlist and then I made him on the island as well. Although that's also just because he comes next after Delia.
Fair enough.
Oh, hey, Lizoska, are you wanting to be friends with Doug? It could also be Victor. I did make the mistake of introducing them. Nope, it is Doug. Now, it's not going to be his friend, but it still should improve their relationship. The funny thing is, like, when Makimi, like, suddenly wanted to be friends with Johnny, they weren't even that close. Like, I was expecting it to be Bun, because they've gotten decently close from living together.
Fair enough.
But no, it was just Makimi randomly asking to be friends with Johnny, and I was like, okay.
I wonder if it's because Makimi thinks that she can get away with manipulating Johnny.
I mean,
Either that or
let's
Johnny's
be
just
real. She probably could, but also she is much worse at hiding her classism than Kane. And that's an accomplishment.
Yeah. Well, I was also just kind of thinking of like, well, what if Johnny's also just that trustworthy?
Yeah, it could be that too.
That pretty much that like even some sinister characters just feel comfortable telling shit to them.
Oh, also, we're in slightly dangerous territory. Victor's wanting to be friends with Makimi, who is straight.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Have Victor and Lorelai haven't gotten married in your
No,
on your
they are
island yet.
just friends. Great friends, but friends nonetheless. Neither one
Gotcha.
has developed a crush yet.
Okay, gotcha.
And it took all of my energy to get them to be great friends. Although there was a mechanic that took me way too long to figure out that might have sped up the process.
What is it?
It's like when there's two people talking, there's like these yellow things above them. I don't think it actually would have helped in this case, but there's also the thing where they're like watching someone and you check on them. And oddly enough, I feel like I did do that for Victor and Johnny. I must have just forgotten what that was about.
Huh.
That was how he finally became friends with Lorelai, if I remember correctly. Was just from following a prompt. Oh, a moment I haven't posted that I want to share. I couldn't think of anything for what I don't want to be, and because of the people on this island, I just said, sure, murderer. And Lorelai's response was the biggest lie I have ever seen.
Which
was, I'm glad there aren't any murderers on this island.
I mean, she's got to cover for her boo. Just saying.
I know. It was just so funny. But I would say there's more murderers on the island than non-murderers.
If this was Among Us, we would have failed.
I feel like Deli is also in the same boat as Kane, probably even more so, because I'm leaning towards Kane more being post-art Kane.
Fair.
Like, she's going by Delia, but there's definitely shit I've put in there that's definitely pre-arc Delia.
Fair.
Oh, okay, Victor and Makimi did not become friends.
Cool.
And now he's sad. Okay, yeah, all I had to do was feed him.
Fair. Fair point. Fair enough.
But yeah, you can do whatever you want with the burn mark. I'm just not creative, so that's why I based it off Zuko's.
Well, I mean, I'm probably gonna have to be reminded.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, once it comes around.
Yeah. It's just I didn't think that was a burn mark when I first saw it.
Yeah. Oh wow, that is a fuck ton of trees, Doug. Okay.
What?
When he said more plants, I did not think it was going to be like 5 fucking trees.
Damn.
I guess Doug wants trees, okay. I'll find a way to spread them out more. Like I said, I very rarely say no to my islanders. I don't think I have yet.
Fair enough.
And that includes when Victor was trying to ask out Johnny.
See, I doubt I will say no to my Islanders because it's like, I want to see what happens.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I have definitely still forced Victor and Lorelai together, but if one of them's like in the middle doing something else, I don't usually interrupt them.
Fair enough.
It's usually just a case of you're not doing anything, you're gonna be the one to help them.
Fair enough.
What's the most normal ass food I have here? Probably like steak or something.
How was that for Doug?
Yes.
Damn.
I
so
do not
normal-
have spaghetti anymore, so I can't give him the one food he canonically fixed. The 3DS version you start off with spaghetti.
Ah.
Yeah, Doug will be the first person to get a laptop.
Hmm. Is that a good idea? We don't know. He might look up things he shouldn't.
And Victor is watching ants for some reason.
Alrighty then.
I mean, honestly, same. Ants are fun to watch.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But yeah, if you don't like go through the prompt with like the yellow sparks with people talking, they will stay talking forever. Which is kind of what I was getting to with Makimi and Bud not doing much for a long ass time. And then I think like the next day before I finally figured it out, which admittedly this one is a bit more realistic, Kane and Victor had the longest conversation imaginable as well.
Fair enough.
Oh hey,
Hello.
What up, players?
I'm still playing Tomodachi Life.
I may have
And
prompted
Jay
her.
is drawing.
Yeah, he was on the stream just a little, like 30
Ye-
minutes, an hour ago.
Oh, and some Mormons came to my door during that time.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah.
I do
Holy
not think I've ever seen Mormons at my door. I have seen Jehovah's Witness.
It might have been them. I don't know. I took one look at them, saw the Bible in their hand, and went, no. And then I closed the door.
Fair enough.
I know the outfits Mormons have because I've seen them a lot at Walmart.
Yeah, it's the suit with the black pants, and they got name tags for some fucking reason.
Yeah, that's Mormons.
Yep, it was Mormons.
Well, by the way, Doug added a fuck ton of trees to my island.
You're welcome. Apparently, it needed some sprucing up.
I
Get it,
already had a
Bruce?
lot of trees. Like, I'm definitely going to have to more evenly distribute these trees.
Are you saying Doug did a bad job?
No, of course not.
How dare you
Like
insinuate?
me, incapable of fault.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's totally true.
I
Based
don't know
off
what
some
you're
of the
implying.
things you've told me about Doug.
Look, is he a manipulative bastard? Yes. He's not like a bad manipulative bastard. He's just a manipulative bastard.
Look, in all fairness, even if Lysaska isn't going to have an arc with becoming a better person, at least Doug manipulating her will make her do terrorism less.
Yeah. He's like, why don't we do terrorism to people who deserve it?
Well, Lysaska has a very broad category of deserves it. But yes, Doug can absolutely influence her in that direction.
Okay.
The way I described it to Jester, and this has kind of just become more the case over time, is that Lysaska is pretty much how you described Valerie in terms of her beliefs, but on the opposite side. Like she isn't as bad as Valerie, I don't think. Like she could be talked down. But it's pretty much the same of she has a just cause and that's all that matters. And her just cause is pretty much you are associated even remotely with corruption.
Guilty by association.
Pretty much, yeah.
I am making some fantastic progress in my game.
That is
My
good.
empire shall never yield. Oh, interesting. I don't have the capital of that territory yet, so I cannot assign a governor. Well, I guess it's time to take the capital then.
But also, I do plan on having the whole thing that I had in Lysaska's original version of if you start the fight, it doesn't matter how much she instigated it, she's still okay with using lethal force.
Doug just in the background going, while I support your decisions and your lifestyle choices, I would like to point out they were simply reacting to you. Maybe we just mutilate them instead of murder them. I don't actually want to fight you guys, but you are in my way for murdering the other people I do want to fight. Interesting.
Hey, look, I gave most of Doug's trees to Lyzoska, so that's something.
Yeah. He shall seduce her with his awkwardness.
we shall see. Doug is pan, as we have established, so he can go after pretty much anyone except for Delia and Bun on this island.
Man, if only Lily was there, she would probably try and get them together.
Which
Her rom-
total side note, I really do need to put a woman on this island who isn't straight for Delia.
Okay. So
Because
demolish
literally every
that,
single woman I put on this island is not into women.
and
Oof.
that. What the? Oh, that's. Oh, that's delicious. I need that. Okay. And then I have access to these guys.
You know, that's a duo you wouldn't think about. If we're just
What?
talking about I was just thinking about like uh the possibility of like Delia and Lily getting together. I mean, those two were
They both
both
act like kids. It's not that crazy of a concept.
yeah, they both like they're both grown adult women who act so fucking childish. You might mistake them for much younger. And they
Well,
also
like I
happen to
said,
look.
I purposely put that in there for gesture of this is the face of a 42-year-old woman.
So yeah, feel free to add Lily. Like,
I probably will, honestly, especially since I've put in Lyzoska and Doug.
yeah. And if you
There.
also like need the stats for her, I could then pull up my my Tomodachi life and look at what I have for her.
Yeah, I might do that in a bit.
All right. I mean, when you get around to doing that, I think that's where I'm gonna cut the stream because I've been
Oh, you
streaming
are
for
still on stream. Glad I
yeah,
haven't said anything too fucked up.
yeah.
So I should start reciting Mein Kampf.
I mean, we are 3 hours and 21 minutes into the stream, so I feel like we're pretty safe on being able to say risque stuff.
Well, there's a
Yeah,
difference between
I
risque
more meant
stuff
the stuff that could like trigger someone.
Yeah,
and
fair enough.
reciting Adolf Hitler's autobiography.
Yeah, don't
There's a
do
slight
that.
difference.
I did I did not even realize that that was his autobiography, so whoopsies.
Yeah. Don't you run away from me, motherfucker.
That, come on. Yeah.
Where do you think you're going? Get over here.
Why does everyone want to play a game with me? I have 5 different people. Oh, that's why. Apparently, groups of people can play games with you now.
Hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Victor, Kane, Johnny, and Bun are all gathered together. Been a while since those 4 have met up, but I'm pretty sure they're all friends with each other now.
Good.
Three crooked moon and one line 42.
Well, that's because Bun was the 3rd person I made. Like, I think before I made Lorelai, pretty much everyone was friends with each other.
Fair enough.
Uh,
Yeah. Kind of thought you'd do that. Interesting that you didn't occupy it. Huh.
Oh, another side note. I gave Answakon the flirty greeting, and it catches me every time off guard. He greets me. Because I feel like that's where the greeting most gets used, so he's pretty much just flirting with me constantly. I see Kane went into Johnny's wardrobe for playing odd one out. I don't think that's possible considering the height discrepancy.
Okay. I'm like 200 supply from able to get that. You mother fuckers.
Oh, by the way, I do finally have a repeat personality. It took a while, and it's that Doug wound up with the same personality as Lorelai.
Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, they both came up with perfectionist. Oh, well, apparently Makimi doesn't care about Johnny needing help. She just walked right past them. Well, I'll go drag Doug over instead. Just to introduce more people together.
Damn it. What the fuck? I said to create a new layer. Jesus Christ.
Goes the defensive point.
Well, now Lysaska took to falling asleep on the fountain, which honestly is in character.
Just wakes up and Doug is like curled up on her chest.
Emotional support shark.
Well, no, Doug is busy talking to Johnny right now. Okay. You know what? Yes, I'm gonna do the cursed. Kane said he wanted company, and the first person I saw was Lysaska.
Oof. Oh no, that's a bad combination.
Canonically, this would go horribly wrong.
That's a bad combination.
Very bad. Although honestly, I'd argue Anzwakon and Lysaska is just as bad, but for different reasons.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so far no one's had a bad initial interaction with someone. So we'll see eventually if it's possible. I mean, I've definitely seen people have bad interactions. I think Victor has gotten mad at Delia twice.
Huh.
Well, I mean, she is a psychopath.
Fair enough.
Oh, well, Lorelai, you're awful close to the restaurant with Victor. Why don't I just drag you in there?
Bleh.
But how
Actually,
dare you, Lorelai? You were great friends with Victor. When did it get downgraded to good friends?
Victor probably did that. Self-sabotaged.
honestly, I can't even deny that one. Yeah, probably. Tonight, need some handgunners up in this bitch. I'll have to do some.
I can't remember who initiated being friends, whether it was Victor or Lorelai.
Either way, if they're down to just good friends, Victor probably self-sabotaged.
Well, I mean, it's still
Yeah.
great friends on Victor's end.
Oh. Interesting.
Okay, well, probably gonna go make Lily now.
Alright.
I could also go back to line 42 and make Courtney. Apparently, she's a lesbian.
But why not
But
both?
I'm gonna make Lily first. Alright, I
Also
need to go
just-
get my phone.
Also just, why not both? Create Lily,
Oh.
then immediately create Courtney.
That one pretty well. That army. Move up there. But then allow him to move up and take this territory. All right. We are cooking with bacon grease now.
Woohoo!
Also, side note, it is still going to be just Delia and Bud that Doug cannot get with because Lily is Pan.
This
Fair enough.
undead mummy motherfucker keeps trying to enter a defensive alliance with me. And he doesn't understand that I am diametrically opposed to his existence.
Diametrically opposed foes.
Okay.
I'm actually also probably gonna make Levi soon, and I will list him and Johnny as siblings because they pretty much are.
Aw.
Aw, what's with the aw?
It was a good awe.
No.
Oh,
It's a sad aw.
Oh.
Because I want to
I thought
see
it
if
was a good
I want to see if Levi and Johnny could get together.
well, Johnny's kind of married right now.
Oh wait, really?
yeah,
when?
yeah. Kate proposed pretty quickly. I think
Oh.
after like 2 days.
Oh fuck. Okay, never mind then.
I mean, there was divorce in the 3DS game.
Oh, like, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, I posted that. Let's see if I'm bad at the Galaga game. And I did fail once, but I pulled through. Not as quickly as people on Jester's Island seem to want to get married, though.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, what's the longest ass bangs available? Okay, that one I'm probably going with. But we'll see what else there is. Which, total side note, I do think in canon it would have to be Johnny who proposed.
Fair enough. That looks cool.
Oh, by the way, I couldn't tell from your picture. Did Despair and Hope actually get together?
No.
Oh,
Hope
okay.
just gained a crush on Despair.
Oh, right. That's just the
And
crush thing. Yeah, I
yeah,
still had it in my mindset of how the old game worked, but okay, got it.
fair enough. Uh, and I mean, like, I have yet to properly, I have
Yeah,
yet
you
to go
haven't
back
purchased
into
the
the
game,
world.
so you're kind of stuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's understandable. Like I said, I completely didn't think of that at all. That the crush does come, but so far has come before asking anyone out in this game. Whereas in the original, it just kind of all happened at once.
fair enough.
Although Victor proved that some people are definitely quicker to the punch than others.
No idea what you're talking about.
The fact that Kane utterly refused to initiate anything until Victor did.
Uh, okay, so update that port. Then that. All right.
I think I like that hair for her. I know I could just copy what you did, but I have my own way of making characters, which is with only a couple of exceptions, such as Lyzoska's burn mark. I
Fair
generally
enough.
stick to your artwork.
Fair enough. I mean, that's kind of what I was doing on mine. When I was making my version of Lily, I was trying to look at what the artwork was, and then just try and fix it there.
Yeah. Well, I know Jester has kind of gone about it a bit different from some of the things I've seen. Namely giving Kane eyelashes for some reason. Okay, Jester told me that's because she gives most characters eyelashes.
I mean, to be fair, eyelashes are natural.
Yeah, I know, but he does not wear mascara, just blush, and I'm still not sure if he still canonically wears lipstick, but I'm going with yes, because really the only reason I got rid of it is because I've always found lipstick with, like, big grins to look weird in art.
Fair enough. You gotta do it a very specific way for it to look good,
Yeah.
which is hard to do.
Because his original picture did have, like, purple lipstick.
I was just over here like, eyelashes are natural. Doug just blinks and sharp. Like, what?
I was mostly meaning just like for like human and human adjacent
The human-looking
species.
Yeah.
human-looking characters.
If everyone would stop trying to confederate with me, I would really appreciate it.
Another thing that I
Oof.
found funny was until Lorelai came around. Now, mind you, I did use the blue skin mostly for Johnny, but like everyone literally had a literal white face until Lorelai showed up. Because we had two skeletons, a rabbit, and Dampier.
You're
Specifically, Dampier when he was going to come out with ridiculously pale skin anyway.
yeah.
That's my reason for the inconsistency between some Dampier having literal white skin and not.
Yeah.
Is just he was a ginger anyway.
Alright, well, I think I'm gonna leave the stream here at this. Because I got done with the sketch for the skeleton frisk, and then I
Or
got
kids,
the
it's only
line art.
illegal if you get caught.
Huh?
What? I was giving some good, healthy advice to your viewers.
Oh. Somehow I don't believe you. But anyways, I basically
Why
ended
not?
off. I basically ended off at a spot where I had essentially started this stream with the line art. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. This Friday should be a line 42 stream. If we wind up not playing line 42, I will let the audience know whether or not I'm still going to be streaming, because there then may be a good chance it will then become Crooked Moon. But if I
Choice.
am still streaming that day and we aren't playing line 42, then I'm gonna catch up on the game. I'm gonna catch up on gaming that I didn't do this week. So yeah. Goodbye, dear audience. It's fancy meeting you.
Later, nerds.